Mr. Ken picked me up from the luxurious motor park he had paid for. I was overwhelmed with joy, not only because I was seeing him again, but because I was coming to Lagos for the very first time. Could a poor, despised village girl like me really make it to a city this big? I could hardly concentrate. The noise of the city, the endless traffic, the bright traffic lights, and the street hawkers weaving through cars were all a beautiful distraction. Everything felt new and exciting. Then Brother Ken stopped at a massive gate and honked. Immediately, uniformed men rushed over and opened it. All I could hear was, "Welcome, Oga! Welcome, Oga!" In amazement, I turned to him and asked, "Who is this Oga they are welcoming?" Brother Ken simply laughed and remained silent. As we drove through the gate, the journey seemed endless. The compound was so large that I began to wonder if we would ever reach the house. "When are we getting to our destination?" I asked. He smiled again. Finally, we arrived at a magnificent mansion. Mr. Ken held my hand and said, "Welcome to your new home, my defender." I burst into laughter. I knew exactly where that nickname came from, the fight he had witnessed in the village. As we entered the beautiful house, I could not stop wondering if I truly knew the man standing beside me. In a gentle voice, Mr. Ken said, "This is the residence my company provided for me. It has been lonely living here alone. As the only son of my parents, I need a wife like you. You are now my defender." We both laughed. Then he added, "When I saw you fighting that day, I knew I had found what I was looking for. But I must warn you, it won't be an easy journey. I have 5 sisters, and I know I need a strong woman by my side." We laughed again, but my curiosity got the better of me. "Sister Maureen," I asked myself, "who owns this house, and what exactly does this man do?" Mr. Ken laughed and replied, "I work for an oil servicing company here in Lagos. My family refused that I marry a city girl. My mother insisted that I return to the village and find a wife. I was actually on my way to visit a friend who was going to recommend someone to me when I saw you throwing punches that day. You caught my attention immediately. I must confess, you are strong, brave, and intelligent." I was speechless. A rich man? Me? Sister Maureen marrying a rich man? The shock only grew deeper. Then he said something that almost made my heart stop. "I'm thinking of sending you to stay with my mother in the United Kingdom while you study. I don't want you studying here because of the constant strikes that disrupt education in this country." Study in the UK? Me? No, this had to be a dream. Ken's parents were unable to attend our traditional marriage ceremony because, according to him, they were out of the country. Only his uncles and aunts were present. Still, my mind could not process everything I was hearing. I stood up and began walking around the house, touching the furniture, staring at the walls, and looking through the windows. The shock was real. For the first time in my life, I saw a future that looked different from my painful past. And from that moment, I knew one thing for certain. I was never returning to that village again. But little did I know that the journey ahead would test me in ways I could never have imagined.